it's no longer January, but it still feels early enough into February to give you guys my January 2022 favorites. Let's do this. January felt like a year long. You know what I mean? Like it definitely felt like an extension of 2021, and it definitely felt like it lasted far longer than 31 days. It was 31 days, right? That's all to say, I do think I actually cultivated some favorites and used pretty much the same stuff over and over again, or wore the same stuff over and over again, or drank the same coffee over and over again throughout January. You guys have definitely heard me talk about all these items before, but I'm happy to kind of put it into a more concise video, into a more concise list, so that we can stay organized this year, because it's already feeling like chaos. So let's dive right into it. First, let's talk about a few makeup staples. As you guys know, I don't wear very much makeup, and I don't usually switch up my routine very much, but there's a few items that I have added to my repertoire, and things that I have definitely fallen in love with and have definitely replaced some of my old go-tos. Now that my hair is starting to go in the direction of red, I need to like kind of tweak a few things, so stay tuned for that. But as it stands now, you guys know I am obsessed with all things eyebrows. I literally just talked about this. But these two products have come into my life, and they shall never leave me now. You are stuck with me. This is Glossier's Boy Brow and Glossier's Brow Flick. I got them together as like a package deal. Glossier, I did an unboxing of Glossier, and I'll leave the link above and also below if you want to check it out. I gotta be honest, the other stuff that I ended up getting from there, I'm not like totally in love with. The finishing powder is actually pretty good, and I've been using it. But everything else, like the eyeshadow, I wasn't ultimately that thrilled with it, and I don't actually reach for it. However, these two products have completely replaced my eyebrow routine, and I'm excited to go back and get these in color for red, just to see how that would kind of switch up my look. But yes, I couldn't suggest these more. This is the Boy Brow. You guys probably are very familiar with these products. They were super trendy and Instagrammable. I actually came across an article recently that Refinery 29, is that what it was? Refinery? They did an article about like what happened to this company, so I need to research that and see actually what happened to it. But as far as I know, these two products are still awesome. So this is the Boy Brow, and I do this last. This guy has this little like mascara looking wand, and it really does keep the brows up without getting too clumpy like some of them do, and it does add a little bit of color. So if you don't want to do anything other than to use one product, you can definitely use this. But this thing is awesome, and I swatched it in a video before. It basically looks like an eyeliner pen, and you use it like you would a pen, just to fill in the little spots, but it's light enough that it doesn't look like you're putting a pen on your face, and the tip is, you know, shaped so that it mimics a hair, like a follicle, and it's awesome, and the combination of these two are amazing. So definitely my favorite new brow products. Aw, Chuck's here! Another favorite of mine is our new pet squirrel, who is currently sitting at the squirrel table waiting for Jeff to feed it. Jeff, is the restaurant open?
Our favorite client has returned.
Chef Jeff is tending to that. I will actually put in a video right now that was on Jeff's Instagram. So in case you were unaware of who our new pet squirrel is, here's a little insight to Chuck.
Bon appetit, Chuck.
It's worth changing the camera view. Oh, he moved. Service wasn't fast enough.
You lying about Chuck?
No, I swear he was there. I think
dined and dashed.
he just like wasn't served quick enough, so he moved on. He'll be back. I know he will. Maybe he had to go pick his kids up from school. Moving on to two lip products. Well, actually one of them is a tint that you could also use on your cheeks. I got this, I think I got this in my Sephora makeup haul that I did for my wedding. And this product has just been incredible. I wanna go back and get more because I know I'm gonna hit bottom soon. This is the Play Tint from Benefit, and it is truly a tint that I've been using on my cheeks, but more so actually I've been just putting a little bit this on my lips and then using chapstick over it and calling it a day, and it's been staying on, and I just feel like the color is like perfectly flattering for me. I know that this comes in different tints, so definitely worth checking out, but yeah, it's light. It's natural, but it gives me the pop that I need, especially because my skin is so very fair. So it gives me a little bit color. Like I said, now that my coloring's changed a little bit, I need to play around, and I haven't actually tried this on this new coloring, but I think it'll probably still work really like this. That being said, most of these products have been sitting in my description box under my sort of like go-to makeup and face product links. I always keep them down below, like the Holy Grail. And this is on there, but I just want to reiterate because I recently remembered that I have this, as I'm sure most of you guys do. It's like we have stuff and then we use it and then we put it in our drawer and we forget. And then I pulled this out yesterday, and I'm so happy that I did because this is the greatest. This is the Benefits Moisturizing Lip Balm, and they come in all different sorts of colors, but this one is pink quartz, and it looks super sheer at a first glance, but it's what I'm wearing right now. It definitely picks up like the natural color of your lip, so I feel like it always will work. Like it's worked when my hair was a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, now it's a little bit redder, so this is amazing, and I'm afraid to see how much. Okay, good, I still have a lot left, but I would definitely revisit this. I got it in a different color, like in a peach, and that I don't love as much, but this is now my go-to, and it also like feels so good. It like serves as a chapstick as well. If you guys are like me, I don't really like wear lipstick. I am a fan of a lip gloss, but this is even better and more me. It's, you know, tint and chapstick. Doesn't get better than that for me. Okay, I've been chatting so much about my hair that I'm gonna move on to one hair product that I've come across. Sorry, it's coffee hour here, and so I'm excited to be doing this over a cup of coffee with you. I am loyal to Kevin Murphy, my hairdresser. It's like all she uses, and she got me turned on to Kevin Murphy. I've talked about Kevin Murphy on this channel. I think his products are really fantastic. I also feel like my hair has grown significantly and is so much healthier since I started using his products. So I definitely stand by all of that. However, I was supposed to go on a vacation over Christmas or go home to see Jeff's mom, and we ended up having to cancel, as you guys probably know. But in preparation for that trip, I had bought a few like, you know, travel essentials, and this is not an essential, but I saw this in the travel section at CVS, and I had to try it because I've heard so many great things about this. And to be completely transparent, I do actually think I've tried this product before, but I don't have a recollection of being as obsessed with it as I am now. This is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product, and it is fantastic. I feel like it keeps my hair from getting super dry and disgusting, but it also doesn't leave like residue. Like sometimes with other leave-in conditioner type leave-in repair products, I notice when I go to wash out my hair, it's effort, like there is clearly a lot of product in it, and it's like it takes some work to get it out. This I never feel like that, but I feel like it does what it's meant to do. I will say I know this product is expensive, and I think that's why I never like got the full-size bottle, so I just keep using these smaller ones, which ultimately ends up being more expensive. But it's a great way to try a product for the first time, get the small sample size, so you can see if it works with your hair. But I will in fact go and get the large bottle of this at some point in time as soon as this runs out, because I think this is really helping with my hair. That's it for hair and makeup this month. Like I said, I don't do much, but I feel pretty passionate about those products. In terms of skincare, I do the same thing all the time. I've talked about it a million bajillion times. I'll try to leave links, but definitely the skincare links are down below. But let's move on into some accessories and a clothing item, starting with this necklace that I've worn in pretty much every video since I got this. You guys have been asking me for the links to this, and I believe I now have the link for you, and I will leave it below. My friend who also does my hair gifted me this over Christmas. They're vintage astrological charms, and so I have Jeff's astrology sign and mine paired up like that, but you can buy them separate, and there's also a third sort of like design of them. They're so groovy, so great, and I just love the look of them. I also like the vintage aspect. Not to mention, this chain is everything. It's like the perfect gold chain. So they sell them at the salon, but I got the Instagram of the girl who actually makes these and collects them and blah, 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 blah. So I will leave that down below. It is definitely a great gift. Especially, I feel like they're obviously great birthday gifts or like birthing gifts if you want to get your friend who just had a baby, like the baby's astrological sign, whatever. I just think they're really, really cute and people have been asking me. So I went on the hunt and got the link finally to share with you guys. So go get yours. Also, we love to support a small business. The opposite of small business is cupshy. I'm well aware of that, but they are so lovely to me and they have been so just lovely to work with, and I genuinely enjoy their products. And I gotta say, the one product that I've been using the most since I did an unboxing of it are these fuzzy, delightful slippers. They are awesome. Not only do they have the hard bottom, but I actually like that they have the open toe so that your feet don't get totally clammy and gross. It's just the perfect slipper, even if you're not a super slipper person. I find that I wear these pretty much every night. And you know what, to be fair, every day I was wearing them just now. So definitely check these out. The price is right. And yeah, it's a hard yes on these, my friends. Also, like, cute. Who doesn't love a house slipper? How fancy. I also just did an unboxing and try on of this sweater this week. And if you haven't seen that, it is by far one of the most insane hauls I've ever done. But I had so much fun. And I actually think the products I ended up trying on were like kind of great in like the weirdest acid trip type way. Anyways, the company is called Ledin, L-E-D-I-N. And this sweater has instantly become my favorite. I would have worn it today. I went to put it on, but then I smelled it and I was like, okay, it's time. You need to wash this. But this is my very 80s Mona Lisa sweater that just like fits like a glove, and the color combo is everything. Again, if you missed that try on haul, I will leave it above and I'll leave the link to this specific sweater below. A few of you reached out and told me you already purchased it, which makes me so happy. I love that. Let's all be twins in this sweater. Oh, by the way, I don't get a commission on this. I just genuinely really think it's fun. And also I'm putting affiliate links for everything, but I'm not getting paid. None of this is sponsored. It's just that if you shop through my links, I might get a kickback, and by might, probably not, and if I do, it's like 50 cents. But if you have it in you and you're gonna buy this anyways, if you wanna use the link I posted below, that's rad. I appreciate that. Since we're drinking coffee, I think it's important to talk about my latest obsession, which I mentioned in a video prior, but here it is in person. This is called a percolator, which is apparently a very old school way of making coffee, like my grandparents used to use. You'll see these in like old TV shows in The Office. Like they keep this on all day, this light turns on orange, and you can make like up to like, I think it's 12 cups of coffee. It is amazing. I actually think it's kind of a game changer. I wanted to show you what it looked like, but I hadn't cleaned out from before. But let's see, yeah, it makes 12 cups of coffee, which is great. And it's so easy to clean. When I tell you, I wish I would have made the switch sooner. Not only is it super easy to clean, because it's all steel, but it's all steel, which is great. That means you are not using plastic in your coffee maker, which apparently is bad for you because you're heating up plastic and blah, 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 blah. I'm not here to like preach. I just was looking specifically for an all metal or non-plastic coffee maker, and it came upon this, and I just don't understand why people don't use these more often. They're clearly not as technologically advanced as the coffee makers out there. Like people like to preset their coffee makers and, you know, everything's digitalized, but this is such a basic piece of machinery and it's awesome. I will say it takes a little bit longer to brew, I think, than a regular coffee maker, but it's way faster and more efficient to clean. So, you know, it's a trade-off, but I'll leave a link to this percolator below if you're looking to make a switch or are in need of a coffee maker. Yay! We love coffee. We love coffee. You know what else we love? Mezcal. Coffee and mezcal, what a combo. I've talked about this before. I really love mezcal. I'm a mezcal drinker. It's a slow sipping drink and it's just delightful. I like the culture around it, the whole thing. I think it's very groovy. And I usually drink the same kind because mezcal is expensive. So I've been drinking El Silencio or La Vida, and those seem to be the like go-to that are the most accessible at all the grocery stores we go to. But I was on a trip once, this was a while back in Colorado, and we were at a specialty like wine and spirits store, and I was looking at the little minis, and they had this particular bottle in a mini size, and I tried it, and I Absolutely loved it. Also, the packaging is just so cute. Come on. But I had never actually seen the full bottle in store, so I never made the switch. And then recently, I saw that this was at Bevmo and it was on sale, and it's so good. It is so delicious and tasty, and it's such a slow drink. Like, you don't drink this very fast, so it's nice because you can kind of spread out one drink over time. But what I like about this is it has like a very honey taste to it, which a lot of mezcals don't. This tastes equivalent, if you are still with me in this conversation and you know what I'm talking about, oh shoot, what's George Clooney's is Casamigos, right? Is George Clooney's brand that he sold Casamigos? Yeah, Casamigos, they make a mezcal that's so expensive. I think I always see it for like $64 at the cheapest, but their mezcal tastes the same in this like sort of honey sweetness, which is why I like that one, but I never get it because it's too expensive. So this is a really nice alternative, in my opinion, to that if you want that more like sweet smoothness with your mezcal. Very cool. I know nothing about this brand, so I can't really like stand by its history or anything, but I'm gonna look into it because I'm a fan. And last but not least, I know I shouted this out on Instagram, not sure if I mentioned it here, but I finished this book in January, so it's my January favorite for sure. It's called You'd Be Home Now by Kathleen Glasgow. I took the original cover off, but the artwork on it is very cool. And this book is so fantastic. Truly one of my favorite books that I've read in a long time. I talked about another one of her books a couple years ago that I really liked, but I really think this one is so just pertinent to a lot of things that we're all experiencing right now. It is set in a high school setting, and it's through the point of view of a girl whose older brother is dealing with addiction. It's very interesting. It's very insightful. It's an easy read. It's, yeah, I mean, I don't have enough good things to say about it. Technically, it's a YA book, but I obviously enjoyed it very much, and I think the lessons that come out of this and the insights that come out of this is applicable to all, so I would definitely check this out. Also, her and I have DM'd a few times on Instagram, and she's very nice, so I'm happy to be supporting her. Oh, okay, I'm so glad. I made a list to make sure that I didn't miss anything because I know myself very well, and in fact, I have one more thing to talk about, but I don't have it to show you because I ate it all, but I went to like look at my snacks and see like, what are the things that I've added to my routine, to my rotation of foods and snacks since December. And the truth is, I pretty much am pretty consistent with what I eat, and everything is kind of the same, and I've talked about it on this channel over and over again. But there's a new item that I mentioned only maybe once that I have to acknowledge because it's something that I eat often and I dream of, and it is a vegan bacon. It's from the company Hooray Vegan. It's we get it at Whole Foods. I'm not sure. I haven't really done the research in terms of like if you can order it online or where's the best place to get it. But if you don't eat meat and like the taste of bacon but don't want to eat bacon, this is the best one I've ever tried. Okay, it's made out of coconut, but even like the way it looks like bacon. It's mind-blowing, but it's not packed with a bunch of like wheat or anything. It's gluten-free, you know, it's free of everything. It's basically just coconut, and it is so good, and it crisps up like real bacon, and it makes the house smell delicious, and I'm gonna have it tonight and probably the next night, and the next night, and the next night. I love it so much. So there you have it. Those are my very passionate favorites of 2022. Fake and bacon being at the top of the list, clearly. I had a lot of fun doing this and curating these items for you guys. And hopefully if you were like in need of a new book or looking for a new eyebrow pencil, this was the right video for you. Or if not, this was just entertaining to hear me yap and chat. I'd be so passionate about old coffee makers. Yeah, it's the little things in life, guys. It's the little things. I'm not sure what my buying habits are gonna be over this year. I'm trying to pull back, but as pieces come in and things cross my plate, if I can, I'll continue to do these favorites each month because I really enjoy doing it for you, and I also love watching it from other people. I mean, word of mouth, honestly, is the best. You can read a million reviews of things, but hearing it from a consumer themselves, especially someone that you enjoy, hopefully most of you enjoy me, is always the best. So here's to that, cheers to that, happy Friday, and I'll see you guys Monday for another full week of who knows what. Who knows what? I don't know. We're just gonna take everything day by day. Love y'all. Cheers.